Nick. Could be Nicky. Yeah. Yeah. See what I got here. For me. It'd be for me. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, here. Uh-oh. Hey, what is good, YouTube? Nick here with another one. I want to follow up with you guys on that Troy Bilt mower that I picked up, doing some work on that thing, and here we go. The daggone door is up on in the garage, so I know sis out here messing around again. How to deal with this? Dang. See, man, I knew it. Sis, we just went over this the other day. I hate when you're up in this garage when I'm not in here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was getting a package out the mailbox for you. Attitude.
Oh, shoot, why didn't you say so? Who came in today? You already know.
Sis, really? It's open?
Well, at first I thought it said Nikki, so I was saving you some time, you know, by opening it up.
Girl. Ooh.
Boy, please, I wish you would. I'll get right on the phone and straight call Evangelist Melvina Thomas in a minute. I ain't playing with you. Let me find Mama number. Well, anyway, I still don't think you had the right to open it. Besides, I think that's a federal crime. I live here too. I have access to the mailbox. I have a right to go in there. So they ain't finna do nothing to me. I ain't worried about all that, what you talking about. Anyway, go ahead and make your little video. I'm getting ready to leave anyway. I gotta get my nails filed down anyway, son, so whatever. Oh, this girl sometimes. Hey, y'all, but the reason I came out here, I wanted to show y'all, I dove into this Troy Bilt TB30 mower I picked up on Marketplace for 75 bucks. My plan is to flip this thing. I think I can make some pretty good money on a flip with it. But like everything else, you got to do a little bit of work to these things when you get them and, you know, get them cleaned up and tinker with them a little bit and before you sell it. And I'm going to show you what I ran into so far as I start taking this thing apart. Hold on. So the guy told me it did run. It's been sitting all winter and he hadn't started it for the season. So I did get it to start and run. So we were good on that, but I did notice this carburetor, once you shut it off and it sits for a while, it starts leaking gas. So it's got the needle's not seating inside the carburetor. So I did order, you already know my favorite place, did order another carburetor, which my sister Nikki was so nice to open for me. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, I do need to replace the carburetor. It was cheap enough to do that. I showed you that the deck has some rusting issue. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And just like anything else, typical, these batteries, they're only good for like 2 or 3 years. So got to put a battery in it. You know, that's probably going to be 30, 40 bucks right there. So you get lucky if you find one of these things that's already got a working good battery in it. So you typically gonna have to replace that. But yeah, but all the pieces, as far as the plastic's not cracked or anything, it's dirty. I need to clean it up, but dove into that and it's looking good. The seat, they're usually torn and ripped. Look at that seat, man. That seat's in great condition, so I don't have to worry about that. And I think I told you in the last video, this tire was the only one not holding air. You can see it's flat again. It'll stay inflated for about 2 days and then it goes back flat again. So I'm gonna have to get a tube for that, but that's no big deal. We'll take care of that. And Oh, the other thing was, I think I showed you in the other video. Go back and look at it if you haven't seen it. This lever right here is to engage the deck to get the blades to turn on. And I thought originally the cable was broke inside, but it actually wasn't. The cable was working fine. The thing is that the little lever on the deck that this thing engages was rusted, and it just needs some WD-40 on it. I'll show you that when I show you the deck. So of course, y'all, I did check Amazon, found one out there for a great price. And you already know, Nick had it shipped directly. And let's compare it, since Nikki already opened it for me. But look at this, y'all. Man, it's the same thing. Look at the comparison. Same thing. And the good thing about it, this is a Briggs & Stratton engine carburetor. The one I ordered from Amazon has the same Briggs & Stratton part number. So you know I had to get it, I had to go for it. So everything looks the same, the bottom, the ports look the same, the jets, all looking the same. The new one I got here looks like it has a air fuel adjustment on it. That's even better. That's the only thing that's different. This one, my old one doesn't have one. So that's even better. But y'all, it's the same thing. And see, this one's got the old gasket on it. But you already know, in the box, came with it right there. And came with a piece of fuel line. So, yeah, I'm telling you, can't go wrong with Amazon. So we're gonna get that popping off. Get that carburetor changed out. Oh, and the deck also, as when I pulled the deck off, it was missing the belt. He failed to tell me that, but it's all good. It did not have a deck belt, so it must have broke at some point on that. So we got to order a deck belt, a small one. So we'll get that taken care of. But let me show you the deck, y'all. Hold on. So I showed y'all in the other video, before I pulled this deck off, it was rusted here around this outlet area, or the chute where the grass comes out. So I had to go and take my cutter and cut all that jagged rust off to make it smooth and straight here. I'm trying to do this without cutting myself, because that is sharp. So I can put me a piece of sheet metal on this. You seen me do it before, and rivet it on and build that back out, because this chute here is the reason why this thing rusted out in the first place. And this is like a mulching chute. So it doesn't let the grass shoot out like I like it to do, and I'd rather it do, but this is a mulching setup. So it has a mulching blade in here, and as that blade's turning, it's chewing up that grass real fine and just dropping it back on the ground, which is fine. That works good too. But the thing about these covers, every now and then you have to take these things off and clean that wet grass and all that stuff off underneath this thing. Otherwise, if you just let this thing sit and keep using it and mowing with it and letting it sit, that moisture is going to build up under there and it's going to start eating that deck out. And that's exactly what happened with this cover. So I cut that rust out, and that looks like that's fitting good, even though I made that cut. But if you look back here, see this space here? Because I had to cut all that rust and rot out, now this cover is not completely covering this area. So I'll show you what I have to do, which y'all have seen me do these repairs before. Cut me a piece of sheet metal as a template. It's gonna go right there. It's gonna go right there. And that's gonna cover the rest of that rust hole that I had to cut out there. So I'll press this in place, clamp it, get me some rivets, rivet this thing in, smooth it all in, and then I will finish sanding the rest of this rust off, paint it all in. You won't even be able to tell the difference. It's gonna be fabricated and looking almost factory new. And then we'll put this chute back over it once it's done. So, yep, so that's gonna work out. Make that thing back functional again, take care of that. But yeah, that's one thing you got to do when you have these covers. You got to take them off every now and then, clean underneath, or you're gonna have a rusting effect that's gonna just put rust holes in this thing. It happens every time. And this is the part on the deck I wanted to show you. That lever on the side of the mower there, when you pull it, it actually activates the blades to start cutting the grass. The spring connects to here, and that once you pull that lever, it moves this whole piece here. And this is the belt that, well, this is where the belt goes that broke. It actually tightens that belt and turns the blades underneath. The reason why I thought that cable was broke is because you can see, again, rust. It had rusted to that spot right there and wasn't moving. So I'm gonna have to take this off, sand that rust off, clean it, repaint it, and make sure it's lubricated enough so it will move freely, because you can see it's spring loaded right there. So that's how that's supposed to work, but it was so rusted it wasn't moving, so I thought the cable was broke, but it wasn't. Again, you gotta keep your machines clean, you gotta keep them dry, or they're gonna rust out on you. So y'all, that's where we're at with the Troy Bilt TB30, 30 with a 30-inch cut. That's what that 30's for, it's a 30-inch cut. Nice little machine. Nick's gonna clean it up, flip it, see if I can make me a little cash on this thing, and see what the next project holds. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. That's the update on that. I will update you again soon on where we're at once I get to cleaning this thing up and fixing a few things. Let y'all hear it run. And you know, Nick's got to mow with it first before it goes anywhere. So we're gonna do a mowing video on this thing and see how she performs out in the yard. But until then, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hit that like. Nick's out.